This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Think of that feeling when you finish a walk, run, or workout. You're refreshed, calm, and even a little proud. Therapy can feel the same, but for your mind. Build your mental strength at betterhelp.com/allies.
Hello, welcome to the Easy Allies podcast. I'm Daniel Bloodworth, coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Very sleepy. I'm joined by Brad Ellis.
Hello.
I think he's also very sleepy.
Yeah.
Huber's usually kind of sleepy.
I don't sleep.
You do sleep, just different hours.
You sleep when I need you.
True.
Nice.
Over there in the control room, we've got Isla Hink
Hey, I feel great.
and Discord customer service Gabby Monte.
That's half of Gabby in her hand.
Friends, we're here to talk about some headlines, some video games. That Resident Evil 4 demo dropped today. We're going to get into that. We're also going to get into...
Oh, yeah, wait, sorry. Gabby, how rested do you feel?
Sorry?
God damn it, never mind. She feels great.
We're also going to talk about that Wolong that came out this past week. And then Starfield got delayed again. Will it be the last time? I don't know. But before we get started, we must answer for the mistakes Huber made in last week's episode. Isla, begin corrections
Lay 'em
music,
on me.
please. Huber, the Wario Goldmine track is not from the GameCube. It's from Mario Kart Wii.
Love that track.
But yes, it has been in Mario Kart for a while, Mario Kart 8 for a while. It was originally DLC for the Wii U version, and then it was included
In the Switch version?
Deluxe. Yeah.
Cool.
Great track.
Great track.
Regarding Pokemon Sleep,
Yeah.
you laughed at One-Eyed Sleep, saying, "You're not asleep if one eye's open." However,
Oh, it's like a medical condition. Yeah, you can sleep with her.
there's
eye
that
open,
too.
right?
We'll get to that. It's pretty well known that dolphins in particular sleep with one eye open. Their brains sleep one half at a time.
All right, I was referring to
What?
humans.
Yeah, is a dolphin using Pokemon Sleep?
Well, we were talking about Pokemon too.
And how they relate to humans, but I'll allow it
Sure.
for now.
There's also a lot of other.
Can you strap a Pokemon Sleep to a dolphin?
It'd be interesting to see what happened. There's a lot of other strange sleeping patterns.
For
Birds
sure.
that like sleep while they're flying and crazy stuff like
Whoa,
that.
they're flying. Whoa.
Yeah, remember when Gandalf sleeping with his eyes open in Return of the King?
Yes, I do. Yes.
But like you were
Back in
saying,
theaters.
there are certain conditions that people have. A couple of people commented even that they have to deal with it.
Dang.
So they said, I literally sleep with one eye open. My left eye, it's a real problem. It creeps out my partner and causes my eye to be constantly irritated.
I was gonna
yeah.
say, I bet it
Apologize.
gets really dry.
Yeah.
That seems
Yeah.
very sucky to have to deal with.
I grind my teeth in my sleep like really hard, but I don't sleep with an eye open.
I think I've had a little bit of that.
Do you have a mouth guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I
Nice.
don't wear my mouth guard when I go to sleep, I wake up with like a splitting migraine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you have a correction, leave it in the YouTube comments on either the public version or the Patreon version of this episode. Start with the word correction so I can find it in search, and leave a timestamp so I know what the heck we were talking about. End corrections music.
I didn't know you got migraines, Hubie.
Oh my gosh, my whole life. Not just from that. Just in
I had a
general.
visual migraine Wednesday night and then woke up Thursday with another one. Or no, other way around. Tuesday and then Wednesday morning. Sucked.
Yeah, I get them like. I used to get them like 2 or 3 times a month. Now I get them like once a month or once every 2 months.
Progress.
So they're down.
Wow.
So they're
Okay.
down. Yeah.
Do you get the auras or is it just like a bad headache suddenly?
I get like under the eye, behind the ears, like above the ears, and then just like
okay.
general pain. So it's like a
For
headache,
me, it's
but
like a
times
scintillating tear in my vision.
10. Shit.
And it's usually just visual,
Yeah.
thankfully. Anyway, sorry. Not the migraine podcast.
The worst. They're the worst.
This afternoon, Capcom had a spotlight That's the Capcom Spotlight, their showcase. And we're going to get into that RE4 demo in a second.
Save the best for last.
Yeah. But first of all, I want to talk about some of the rest of this stuff. What do you think of that overall? It was a little bit of a weird show, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
whatever.
show, it was
whatever.
It felt kind of whatever.
It was fine, but I like showing up to it with one goal in mind, and that's the demo. So anything else is like whatever you want to show.
If it didn't have the demo, then it'd just be like, but
like, it gets a free pass because you're giving us
demos,
a Resident Evil 4 demo.
big time. Yeah.
Right.
So
I think it wasn't that long either.
Yeah.
Or didn't feel that long. So thank God.
Well, they did at the pre-show, which is a little weird. You don't know what to expect from those things.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that personally, but it's our jobs. We're checking it out. But yeah,
That pre-show specifically seemed more useless than normal.
it felt like our pre-show. Just like,
Well, yeah, exactly.
Which I guess to most people who aren't reacting to it or watching a reaction stream, it would make sense to have a little cute color commentary pre-show like that.
It's just that's the difficulty is for us. It's like, do we pay attention?
Right.
Or not?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't seem like they're saying anything that important. So it's just
like I would have rather it just been Sphere Hunter. You know what I mean? I just because I like if we weren't doing something, I would just like probably watch.
Yeah, it's still nothing wrong to have it on the background or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just didn't learn much from it, which is fine, I guess.
It also just felt like a showcase for GameStop to me. Like everything was loaded up.
Like when you
with
go
like
in the store?
this is what you get when you pre-order. This is the deluxe edition. This is the battle pass.
right.
This is like all of these dates.
The chilling silence during all of the like promo, pre-order, deluxe edition bonuses was unsettling.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. It was like the editing / pacing of this thing was very strange because they would do a trailer and then they would do a chilling silent like slideshow of all the pre-order bonuses. Then they would do another trailer just talking through the stuff from the previous trailer and the silent pre-order bonuses. It was very weird. I'm like, we just did this. This is the third trailer for this one game, and they did it for like almost all of them.
Yeah, they also did the. We have a video to show you. Several times with the developers, which I'm glad they brought the developers out.
Yeah, it was cool to see them.
But it just felt like they were kind of like held to a lot of just like that same kind of marketing speak.
Yeah,
not a lot of insight in there. But some of those guys were jolly for sure.
Oh yeah, for
the Ghost Trick guy.
Yeah, the Ghost Trick guy did.
Jolly.
Yeah,
it was good vibes all around.
Yeah,
so but it definitely felt like they were like, we know that you're just here for the demo, but we're going to show you some other stuff too, just to pay for it.
Yeah. Well, we've got you. Here's some other things you might want to buy. First on that list, Mega Man Battle Network Collection.
Yeah.
10 games there. If you're not familiar with them, they're like Game Boy Advance era when it started through like DS and maybe 3DS. I don't know how deep it got in there.
Yeah.
But 10 games there. Director Masakazu Mr. Famous Iguchi.
Love that. He had the Hokage.
Yeah,
dude,
that was sick.
Some fun things that they did include in here. There are 499 patch cards.
Damn.
They were the physical cards, trading cards and stuff that you could get in Japan.
Yeah, it's cool we're getting them in some form. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
why do you think
use that unlock stuff.
why do you think they stopped at $4.99? Just 500, you just make one more.
I don't know. It's probably like a $9.99 kind of thing. Like just being cute. But yeah, I really liked it. They had those functionality in those games. They're like, okay, well, what do we do with this?
Yeah.
It's like, we'll make digital versions of the cards. Yeah.
It's cool.
There's also, if you just want to play those games for the story, there is Buster Max mode, which multiplies the damage of your normal Buster shot by 100.
Sure.
Just one shot everything.
Just blast through.
Yeah, I have no idea how challenging those games are, so
I think they could get pretty tough.
maybe if you just want to get through 10 games, I guess, or something.
Or at least,
whatever.
You need to use good strategy and stuff. They have 1,000 illustrations. They have 288 music tracks.
Great.
Fantastic.
It's coming out April 14th for Switch, PS4, and Steam. You can buy both. There's they come in like 2 volumes, kind of like the arcade games or whatever. So you can get both for $60.
Okay.
or you can get them individually, Volume 1 or Volume 2 for $40.
Yeah, that's what they did with Meg. A lot. Some of the other collections were like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I forget which one, but I know Capcom's
X,
done
I
this
think, was
before.
1 and 2.
Oh, yeah, the other Mega Man collections.
Yeah. I think they do that with those a lot.
Yep.
I mean, 10 games, $60. It seems pretty good. It seems like a pretty nice remaster. Like, I want to play them. I missed like all of these games pretty much.
Yeah,
And I love Mega Man.
I mostly missed the boat
missed
on,
them.
on
Yeah.
the series. Like, I played the GameCube Mega Man Battle Network game, but that was not even the same style.
Yeah.
Like, that was like they took the universe and then they made like a more traditional Mega Man platformer out of it.
Okay.
So
But why
Yeah.
are there 2 versions of every number?
They were doing like the Pokemon
they were doing
thing.
the Pokemon thing, not with all of them, but yeah, they started doing it at some point.
So they're the same game with just a few changes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Street Fighter 6 revealed its final color commentator thing.
Love that. I love those.
Yeah, Hikaru Takahashi, which brings the full roster of commentators out to 8. It's about all they said. A lot of the other things they were mentioning were just kind of repeated bullet points.
Do you think they will have Capcom video game characters as commentary DLC later down the line?
That'd be fun.
That would be funny. Who knows? Yeah, I think they put enough in this system, though, that they can definitely add.
Yeah.
Salazar.
Like Dante?
Yeah. It'd be so cool.
Stylish.
Jill or something, or
Oh, dude.
Leon. Yeah.
But yeah,
I would love to play that and have Jill just be like quietly disappointed in me. Ugh.
Oh, should have used a
That'd be
special
great.
move there.
Yeah. I've seen better.
Yeah.
Like,
weird thing that they announced but really didn't have any details on for Capcom's 40th anniversary. They're doing Capcom Town. It's just a digital theme park / museum coming June 12th.
Do we have any other details
Like,
on this, Bloodworth?
first day
Any
of
press
E3.
releases? What is going on here? Is this
No,
VR?
in the press release they didn't say anything more.
Can I like hop in VR? Is it?
Are they going to sell
I know they
NFTs?
use your Capcom ID, but I'm guessing you just go on through an app or the
Okay.
website.
Maybe they saw a Devolver one.
I really hope it's not like NFTs or something.
That's what I... Yes. I wouldn't be surprised, but I hope it's not.
Dude, the Devolver E3 game was so cool, Brad. Oh my gosh.
The website just says coming soon and has little construction guides.
Do
Yeah.
it right, Capcom.
Yeah, if they do it like Devolver, I didn't even think of that.
Do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
they-
it'll be like that, but
They
we'll see.
showed a little bit of the graphics. I think it was like top-down pixel, like SimCity style, like OG kind of looking thing. I don't
Cool.
know.
Nice. Exo Primal,
Yeah.
This game, dude.
piles and piles of dinosaurs just flying out of the sky.
Yeah.
There
I
was
don't
there was
know
some
about this
story
game.
stuff in there about them like repeating the same day over and over.
Yeah.
This game looks so rough, but in such an endearing way that
Yeah.
I can't help but like weirdly be excited for this.
Yeah, it's like dinosaur EDF. Yeah.
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 Truly.
Which is like the poor performance and like jagged graphics of EDF is almost like part of the charm.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you doing it on purpose? Like, is this? Yeah.
And a beta too. I mean, that's essential
Yeah.
for a game like
Yeah.
this.
Beta's coming up next weekend.
Yes.
16th
So
through the 19th.
I'm excited to give it a spin.
Is that like when Diablo's happening?
I think
Or is
that's
that
the-
later?
There is a, I think there is.
That's end
I
of the
think,
month,
I think there's
I think.
there's an early access beta for Diablo, and then there's the regular
Yeah.
beta a week later.
Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't know about this game, Blood. I'm down for shooting some dinos and just being weird wacky. It reminds me of kind of something that would come out around like the Lost Planet era of
Right.
a game like that. Just the vibe I'm getting from the whole game. I don't know about the whole PvP, PvE thing, especially from Capcom. Like I don't have a lot of confidence yet in their multiplayer thing.
Yeah, they haven't done a lot
I'm
of great
thinking
stuff
of
with that.
Reverse in my brain. I think this will be much better than Reverse, though, obviously. But, you know, it's on Game Pass, so whatever.
I
Yeah.
miss Resistance. Seriously, that one was fun. That one was super fun. It was so weird but fun.
Coming, July 14th, and like you said, it's on Game Pass. It will have the beta will have cross-platform,
Which is great.
matchmaking too.
That's great.
So,
Love that.
Yeah. And then we brought it up earlier, but Ghost Trick coming June 30th.
Cool.
$29.99.
A sleeper 10 out of 10 video game. Truly.
Yeah, I still see people that say like it's just their favorite game of all time.
I had to capture a bunch for Ryan Stevens one
Oh,
time,
okay.
and that's how I played it.
Nice.
And it was just incredible. And Ryan Stevens just would praise that game. Used to be my boss at Game Trailers, for those of you who don't know who Ryan Stevens is. Just loves that game.
Director Shu Takumi was on there showing it off. They have like higher res graphics on there, of course. They've gotten the Ace Attorney composer to do new arrangements on all the music. So you can pick the new music, you can pick the old music, whichever you prefer. And then they have like these little, they call ghost puzzles, little slide puzzles. And when you complete the little slide puzzle, you get like a little animation or whatever. Cute stuff. And then they said it's optimized for both controllers and touchscreens.
Very good.
So depending on which platform you get it on.
Yes.
Sunbreak was in there. Just make it stop, Capcom. Get these things up to date. Get it all in sync.
Yeah, it's so annoying, Blood. I hate... First of all, you can't play with anyone on another platform. There's no cross-save. So I've played through Rise twice.
Oh, God.
I played on Switch, then I played it on PC, and I played Sunbreak on PC. Great. New versions come out on PlayStation and Xbox. They're like a year behind in content.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, they're like,
well, actually,
new
they're
content.
not quite that far behind when Sunbreak comes out.
They are a gap. They are a sizable gap.
There's still a gap. It's not as bad. So Sunbreak is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and Windows. For some reason, Windows isn't on the same as Steam. And it's going to have everything up to Title Update 3, which is version 13. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, sometime in April, I don't think they gave a date, Title Update 5, which is version 15, is dropping for Switch and Steam.
Why didn't they just come out with Sunbreak on it? Why?
Well, I can understand that being kind of intimidating to just like have.
Dude,
that all
Monster
up front,
Hunter is big enough as it is. It's like you might as well just add it on so people aren't far behind or like waiting when other people are playing new content. That sucks. That seems like something from like 10 years ago that would happen.
Right.
Maybe they want you to do like the post game of regular Monster Hunter before you go into Sunbreak or something.
Well, they shouldn't keep adding new things like all the time. They're just shooting monsters at me constantly to play. And they're great. But it's just like, I can only play with people on PC.
Yeah, I wish there was cross-play there.
Cross-play, cross-save, something.
Yeah. That really hurts.
Yeah.
But it's a great game.
Huber,
Yo.
what is your pulse on Resident Evil Death Island, the CG movie?
Excited. I'm always excited for any Resident Evil content. I like the first two animated movies a lot, actually. Like, I love the first one. I like the second one. The third one is one of my most hated pieces of Resident Evil media of all time. And then they did the Netflix show, which is basically just like a chopped up movie.
Oh, I thought the other one.
Yeah, not Lance Reddick. No. Infinite Darkness, that one, which was big dumb fun also, just kind of whatever. They're disposable. Similar to like the Resident Evil live action movies are disposable because I just usually watch them once and I'm done. Whatever.
Those are non-canon?
Those are non-canon. These are canon, so they're like, it's like some important lore there.
Okay.
You see some like cool Tricell shit and BSAA shit. And you get not BSAA for sure and some of that stuff. Terra Save. I get that confused. But yeah, there's like cool little lore pieces here and there, and I always like it because a huge part of why I love Resident Evil is the experiments, the corporate espionage, the political, military people, all these organizations going in. And like you get a lot of that in the games, but like when you're a TV show or a movie, you can lean into that even more. So I appreciate these movies and the show for just like allowing us to sit in the Resident Evil universe and just get more of that story, more of that context.
Nice.
And Jill is coming back and finally meeting Leon, so I'm effing hyped about that.
Watch it be like a minute
Yeah.
with them together.
Yeah.
And then before we get into that demo, side note that Capcom announced that they will fix that rain in Resident Evil 4 that was kind of bugging people.
Sweet.
Great.
Yeah.
Day one patch. Hopefully.
Day one patch. You gotta love a day one patch.
Yeah.
Or not. Love
Or
it.
not.
Double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword, yes.
But yeah, let's get into it. That Resident Evil 4 chainsaw demo. I heard clapping from the other room.
Oh, yeah.
I heard screaming about bear traps.
Oh, my God.
Tell
The
us
bear
about-
trap got us every single time.
We all hit the bear trap.
Every single time.
Tell us about this demo.
Yeah. The demo is what I got to play at the Capcom preview event a few months back.
Okay.
So it was the same thing. And it's just like the old demo on GameCube from back in the day before the game came out. You know, the beginning of the game when you're coming up to the village and you just have that legendary village encounter with the first chainsaw enemy. Just that whole section is one of my favorite sections in any video game. I know I say that shit like that all the time, but this really is one of the most iconic, one of the most memorable, one of the most legendary sequences in this whole franchise. I really truly believe that. And the demo just feels good. It looks really good. We were getting some weird like audio issues. A couple people in chat said they also had it. Probably just like a demo
who knows?
issue. Yeah, who knows? They'll patch it or fix it, whatever. Just a demo still. But I just love the way it looks and feels, like the way Leon moves around in this. The knife kills and parries and durability, all of that seems so awesome. So very, very, very pleased.
Yeah, I think the demo is great, Blood, because it showed you a taste of what is new and what's familiar. So the beginning, they have the house you go into at the very beginning of Resident Evil 4. Everyone knows that. You walk in, you immediately feel familiar, but it's very different how everything's laid out. So it gives you that really interesting feeling. You're like, okay, I know this, but I don't. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's like being in a dream where like your brain is telling you this is my house, and like you don't know where anything is.
Yeah, you're like, there's no hallway in my house right here. What is this?
Yeah, and like it gives you a moment to breathe and kind of ease you into little encounters, and of course it kicks off or ends with that huge encounter, which I agree is one of the most. I don't like to use this word too much, but it is iconic. That whole scene.
Brad doesn't use that word. Brad never
everyone
uses
knows what that is.
It
Yeah.
rips.
Yes, it's
It
good.
rips.
It does.
Does it still end with the bell going
Yes.
off and everything?
Yes.
Yes, there's
Identical.
bingo.
That part is basically the same.
Yeah.
It's very familiar, but there's some nice tweaks there this time around.
The friggin' stealth kills.
Yeah.
Stealth kills get me so hyped. In survival horror, that's why I love Evil Within so much. Last of Us, just like creeping through environments, thinning the ranks before all hell breaks loose. I just love that mechanic, and I can already tell it's like, it seems really nice because the durability, you know, Isla like stabbed one and
changed the game
the
completely.
durability
Yeah.
went down a little bit.
That's what I was wondering. Is you guys like find yourself in a position where like you wanted to hold back a little bit at all?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, when I was playing, I got into a situation where I tried to use my knife to like get a guy off me. And I was like, "Where's my knife? Where's my knife?" And then Hebrew was like, "It's broken."
Brad
and I
was like, "Yeah, it's
"Oh!" I was like, "Shoot!" And I didn't even realize. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, if it adds an extra layer of blood, I imagine it will in the full game, is do I want to use this or do I want to take the hit kind of thing like that. I appreciate that kind of, because the knife was OP as hell in the original game. We all know it.
Yeah.
Tune it down.
But wait a
Shoot him in the
minute.
kneecaps, get the knife.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, though. They've added some ludonarrative dissonance here, Hubie, because
Oh no.
in the attaché case, it says Leon's trusted knife that he got back at RPD.
Yeah.
But it's breaking over and over again? Like, what's up with that?
Well, in the
Fix it.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
fix it?
Yeah, it was in your inventory broken.
Okay,
you
but
probably
you
just
fix it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Got
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So it is the same knife that you're fixing.
Got to
Because
sharpen it up.
I know you can
sharpen
have
it
two knives,
Yeah.
though, in the like footage that we saw. It went from 1 to 2. Or 2
It's
to
a
1.
resource, baby.
Yeah.
I love that.
Crazy.
Nice resource hype. Yes.
How's the AI and stuff?
Seems good.
Did you feel like it was like really dynamic?
Yeah, it's way better than the original game. Like I played the original like last year again to get just
Right.
It definitely feels dated. While I think that game is still excellent and very playable today, it definitely just feels more modern, and like even just Leon's movement feels so much better and everything. Like, the enemies seem more intelligent too. Also,
Yeah. Aggressive.
great. Yeah.
And then there was the special chainsaw mode
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We got this.
in the demo. Chainsaw mode.
I don't know
It's-
how we got it.
Randomly
I-
replaying
yeah,
it?
it's like, yo, it'll happen randomly. It says, and it's like, you die, you couldn't continue. And then it said it's not going to be in the main game. It's like, yo, this is for the demo.
Okay.
So I go to the village, and the chainsaw enemy is coming in the building, and I'm like, okay, I got a second before it comes up the stairs. All of a sudden, it runs up the stairs like Sonic, full speed. Its chainsaw is like glowing red, flames and sparks. It has like a white mask. It looked like freaking Rorschach from Watchmen.
Yeah, it had the like symbol on it.
Yeah. And then I just died. And then Brad tried and died.
Yeah.
And then I got to try a few more times to take that out, but it was intense.
The AI on that seemed more aggressive too.
Yeah.
Like the distance at which they would follow you to grab you seemed longer.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched one of them follow Brad for a while and grab him.
Yeah. Then even in that beginning sequence, the very, very beginning, in the regular demo, one bent neck person would come down, and then in the chainsaw mode, it was 3. So it's just like a super hardcore extreme.
I hope there's something like that in the main game.
Yeah.
Post game or something. Maybe that'd be fun.
Chainsaw extreme mode or some shit.
Something crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially if you're saying it just feels like a different enemy.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Have them pop in Mercenaries or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because don't like souped up chainsaw guys show up later in the game?
There's
'Cause-
like a crazier one in the Mercenaries. I remember.
Yeah, this felt like
a
that,
super
like the
one.
late game crazy chainsaw guy.
Yeah. Sick.
But yeah, it's very good.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and all 4 of you got around.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh no, Gabby
didn't
didn't
play.
Gabby
Oh,
didn't
Gabby
play.
didn't?
She was in there.
Yeah.
But the rest of us all did it.
Nice. Another one you guys have been playing, Wolong
Dude, Wolong.
Fallen Dynasty. There's an argument earlier asking whether or not it rips. Is that it?
7's
Our
rip for me.
definitions of of ripping is different.
If I'm swimming, I'm ripping.
Yeah. If I'm saying this game rips, I mean it's like 9+,
Right.
9.0+.
Got it.
Yeah, Huber was sitting there, and I was like, "How's this game?" And he goes, "It rips." And then, very solemnly, Brad was like, "It's good. It doesn't rip for me."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, tell me a little bit about it. Like, what's the like?
Take us away, Brad.
What, yeah.
start us on
What's it
this
feel
one.
like? Get into it. Where are you
Well,
starting?
it's a Team Ninja game, so
Yeah.
you'll be pretty familiar right off the bat. If you've played Neo or Final Fantasy Origin, it feels pretty similar in some ways. It's like the same engine and everything like that. It is very Neo, but it has like a few twists to it, twists that I like,
Twists
that are
that I
different,
really like.
that are different from Neo.
I agree.
There's a parry button, which, great, love that. It's super important in the game, but also this thing you have there's like a meter at the bottom you have. So if you deal damage, it'll go up one way, or if you like take damage or you like block attacks or anything like that, it'll go down the other way, so it'll break your poise. But if you build up the good meter side, Blood, you can unleash a stronger attack with like the triangle button or whatever to do a lot more damage. And this also ties into your magic and stuff like that.
And
so
that move's really cool too because
Yeah.
it can reduce their maximum gauge,
Yes.
which was really important for a boss. The
yeah,
first
that's
boss.
what it seems like from what I
Yeah.
played.
Actually, a lot of people have been talking about this
it's
first
really
boss.
good.
The tutorial boss is the hardest
Fun.
boss
It was so
that
fun.
I played. I beat up to the demo point people told me, so I fought like 3 bosses or anything, but the tutorial boss was definitely the hardest one.
Dude, it was sick.
I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh. So like,
It was like, I was like, oh, you want me to learn the mechanics of this video game?
Yeah,
I
right.
will. I will indeed learn
Yeah.
your mechanics.
like it's a 2-phase boss. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
For a tutorial, okay.
The
Whatever.
second phase, I was like, okay. I thought it was just going to be like a cutscene, like, all right, we're moving on.
Yeah.
And then you had to fight it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
You also have like these like weapon arts kind of things.
Martial
like
arts.
Like whatever are they that's what
Yeah,
they're called?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like some weapons have different ones and you can they have like special moves. But what I like about this game, Blood, is you can kind of burn a lot of these things quite frequently because it doesn't take like mana or anything like that. It's all tied to your meter that you get just by playing the game essentially. So I like that part of it. Magic's like that too, so you can really experiment and fool around.
Yeah, that's one thing I was wondering too,
yeah.
because like Neo had a lot of crazy magic.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that
I
you
mean,
get, and-
yeah, Neo, you want that magic for sure. It's stage based like Neo also. So you
Okay.
have like your map and you pick where to go, and I believe there's sub missions and everything too.
Which always pulls me out of it, to be 100%
Oh,
honest.
sure. There's
It's why,
stages.
yeah, it's why I didn't fully commit to Neo. It's because I just wasn't interested in like the stages. It just like it doesn't pull me in as much. You know, there's just that disconnect. I don't know.
Yeah, they're okay to go through. I think they're fine. The level design's okay, but it's still. I think the combat's really fun, which is the most important part, obviously. But yeah, I think it's a solid, good game that I would like to play more of.
Yeah,
But
same. Yeah,
just time, and it's on Game Pass too if you have that. So if you're curious,
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
nice.
It feels like their Sekiro. Neo was their Souls. This is their Sekiro because Neo was like pretty not slow, but like
No, Neo's
this
not slow.
feels even faster than Neo. This feels fast. Like you got the double jump, you're jumping on freaking cliffs and like down stabbing people, the parry, like everything seems really fast, which I really, really like, and just the impact of everything.
Yeah, it also seemed like you didn't have to invest in a weapon type as much. From what
Yeah.
I saw from stat-wise, it wasn't like you have to invest in this weapon type. You can kind of experiment more.
Yes, yeah. So, I mean, have you gotten deep enough into that to know like
Yeah,
how you get new weapons and
And you
all
just
of that?
find them off, spots or guys like that. There's loot, not as much as Neo, it seemed like. Thank God, because I'm not into that as much, but I know some people are. I don't know how it'll be late
Neo
game, though.
felt like every time you have to go up to a shrine, you'd have to like sort through your inventory.
Yeah, it can be a lot.
They fixed that in Neo 2.
Well, you have to sort stuff still. There's still a lot in Neo 2, but it was better, for sure.
Yeah. I love Neo 2.
Yeah. It's just like a little more streamlined Neo, I guess, to me. In that sense, like there's still gear and all that stuff, but it feels a little lighter so far. I don't know what's going to be like late game. I'm sure if you go to New Game Plus, you might be grinding for stuff like Neo, which is totally fine. I know people love that stuff, but it's good. I think it's a good game. It's nice to see Team Ninja continuing to do it.
I'm also invested in the villain, like some creep looking for immortality and shit. Like, sign me up.
Chat is pretty divided as to whether Wolong rips.
Swimming and ripping.
Like us.
I really like it. I'm eager to play more when
Yeah.
I get less busy. 100%. I really, really like what I played.
So, yeah, Brad, you said you're like 3 bosses in, and then Hubert, how far are you?
Like 1.25.
Oh, okay. So
I
you
got
really
to the
just got
next
started.
area, yeah, and was just messing
We were gonna
around.
play it on stream, but somebody had to drop a demo today.
Yeah. Funny thing is, because I reviewed Wild Hearts recently, it's also
Yeah,
quite Tecmo.
yeah, that's
I
something I
definitely
forgot about.
noticed some enemy movement and attacks that were from Wild Hearts. I'm
We
like,
use
hey,
assets.
I mean, which
dude.
is smart, you got this. You might as well share all
That
the
boar
things.
in the trailer,
Yeah.
they look almost
And there's like a monkey
identical.
boss that did like the same moves from Wild Hearts. I was like, okay, cool. I know this move.
That's so funny.
Huber, play Wild Hearts, it rips.
Missed the boat on it.
Oh my
God damn
gosh. It just came out. There's so many people that haven't even gotten halfway through that game yet, Hubert.
I'm still in Chapter 3,
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Look at this.
Never tell me to play a game when I'm writing a review.
Oh, no, that's fine. But you act like you'll never get to play it now.
Well, because by
Like,
the time
if
I
you weren't
finish,
there on the opening weekend, it's just gone.
I got like multiple reviews coming up. We got more new games dropping all the time, and can't stay afloat.
It is pretty wild right now.
I still want to play
So many
Forspoken.
games right now.
Sunbreak is over here just coming out to
Forspoken.
Xbox
Dead
and stuff.
game.
I'm not skipping Forspoken. I
Dead
want to play
game.
It's not a dead
Forspoken.
game, actually.
Yeah.
They're patching. I think it's
I
being
want to
DLC.
play. I want to play.
Yeah, play it.
You
if
want
to.
some more?
What do you like some more?
There's going to be
I
some...
say it right.
Hubert.
What's up,
Hubert. So this game is... not Wolong, but Wild Hearts is about fighting these crazy animals with
Yeah.
all this stuff, right? What animal would it take to get you in that you haven't seen yet?
A shark.
A shark.
A shark. Yes.
Hey, that could
That'd be
work.
cool.
Yeah.
Could work.
Gives the shark some legs.
There's just no underwater, right?
No.
Yeah, that's why I
No,
said
no.
shark.
But that's
There's
what I
in the
mean.
land
It could be
underwater.
like, you get a new
the
area.
expansion, dude.
Yeah. I mean, because you'd have to fight underwater and change the whole mechanics of the game and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
The iceborne, but underwater born.
Waterborne?
Yeah, waterborne. Yes.
We got there.
Yes.
Isla, you play any Wolong? Get any thoughts yet?
I didn't even know it was out.
Okay.
Things are too fast
been out
right now.
Way too fast.
So them
Yeah.
putting out Wild Hearts and Wolong
Well,
that
yeah,
fast.
I'm still trying to get through Wild Hearts. I've been playing, it's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah, they put out Stranger of Paradise like a year ago.
Oh, Koei Tecmo is
it's
always
just
like
like-
this.
But
They're
it's
just
Team
pumping,
Ninja
dude.
again. I'm like,
They're
dude.
ripping.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trucking with these nature-infused beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Stranger of Paradise more.
But like when you look,
Then Wolong?
Yes.
like
Oh, it's
they've
Final Fantasy.
slowed
Of
down
course you
now.
do, obviously.
Jobs, baby.
Of
They've,
course.
they've
Jobs
slowed
is
down
so-
now, but like it used to be like they'd have Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors
Yeah.
and Orochi Warriors,
Yeah,
like
it's
all
wild.
going like back to back.
That's my hot take, Brad. I think I like the combat in Wolong a lot more than Stranger Paradise.
Oh, I could see that. But everything else in Stranger of Paradise is better.
Jack.
Everything.
Jack Garland.
Jack's way better.
Yeah.
Hearing that Wolong
Character of
is
the year.
on Game Pass, though, is good news.
Yeah,
Sick.
no, it's super cool, and like you're saying, like it gives the impression of trying to be like Sekiro. And I don't know how
Yeah,
how
it
true
does.
that is, but
No, it does.
yeah.
Parry, huge mechanic. You're like double jumping around.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
But there's not a lot that's like Sekiro.
No, I mean it's not.
It's not.
It's not. But
Right.
it's like there's a few
shades.
Yeah, a few things where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yes, I see this. Yeah, a few things.
Nice.
There's also the morale rank, which I really like. Brad,
Yeah.
you weren't too hot on it.
I'm not too hot on it. It's,
The more enemies you kill, your morale rank goes up and you're just stronger. So when you're going on a run, taking dudes out, your rank goes higher, you're doing better, you feel that, you know, you're rewarded for doing well. And then if an enemy kills you, they rank up higher, you lose your rank, but then if you kill them back, you'll regain it.
Huh, so
World
it's like
tendency.
a light.
yeah, that's fun, except it doesn't matter on bosses,
I
which
was
is the
thinking
real
Nemesis.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
doesn't matter on
Because when you go
bosses.
into a boss
So
fight,
who
just by
cares?
challenging it, you get your rank
deal.
back.
Who cares? Like you can just run past all those guys. It doesn't matter. It's an extra layer. I appreciate the effort, but I don't think it's deep enough.
Implemented well.
Yes.
Cool.
What was the thing in Sekiro? Dragon rot?
Oh, yeah.
Dragon rot.
Forget how it worked, though.
No one ever knew how it worked.
Oh, okay. I thought we had
did. I
some
talked about it in my
sense of how
review,
it worked.
probably.
Yeah, we knew how it worked.
I just don't remember. I haven't played it in a
I was
while.
joking.
World Tendency is the one that we didn't
World tendency
really
is
understand how it worked. Yeah.
Scholars are still
Yes.
unsure.
Yeah. A decade later. What is
Decades
that?
later.
How does that
Don't
work?
die in human form.
Right.
Don't die in human
Don't
form.
die in you.
Don't die in
Is
human
world
form.
tendency.
Your world tendency
Unless
will
you
turn
want
black.
that pillar to show up.
Unless
or
you
go
wanna fight,
away, or
yes.
that door to be open.
Specific
or whatever.
enemies or stuff.
I think Dragon Rot didn't really do anything. Whatever. Anyway,
Probably
Yeah.
affects standing.
world tendency is sick.
We've got more to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, please take a second to like and subscribe and ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us, and it helps you stay connected. And now, a word from our sponsor.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I have been in therapy for most of my life, personally, and I think therapy is very, very, very necessary. I learn new things about myself it's not, not every week, but like pretty regularly I will have, sometimes they're called breakthroughs, but they don't always feel that way. But it's so important to talk things through with someone, and a therapist is often that someone. And I think it's good to have someone who's paid to listen to you, who's skilled and knowledgeable about how to interpret and help with what you're thinking of and what you're dealing with. And it's a life-changing experience. It's very, very powerful. And yeah, getting to know yourself is an important thing to do that I think a lot of people neglect. And therapy can help you deepen that self-awareness. Because sometimes it's hard to face that stuff, or hard to react to things in a way that is healthy. And BetterHelp is one way to get a therapist. They connect you with a licensed therapist who can take you on that journey of self-discovery from wherever you are. I definitely feel like I've benefited from therapy. I recommend therapy to everybody. So yeah, I think please get a therapist. If you're thinking of starting therapy, you can give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with the licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. That's important. A lot of people scrub out on therapy after their first shot because they don't get a match, and they think that's what all therapy is like. It's not true. You can change. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/allies today and get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/allies. BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/allies. 10% off for your first month. Check it out. Okay, thanks. Bye.
And if you are a patron of Easy Allies, thank you. All right. Starfield delayed again. It's funny the way that they announced this, because we had known about the developer direct, and they were like,
Yes.
hey, Starfield too big to just shove in here with everything else. We're going to do a Starfield direct a little bit later. And I thought, okay, that'll be like 2 or 3 weeks from now. Mm-hmm. And they announced the Starfield direct will be in June after
Yes.
the main X. So we're gonna get this huge Xbox show, and then we're gonna get like another whole hour of Starfield stuff. It's crazy.
What was the date they moved to? Like September?
So yeah, now the game itself, at the end they're saying the game is moving to September 6th now.
Yeah.
So, and it was originally November 11th last year
yeah.
when it was announced
Dude,
at
this
Summer Game Fest.
Man, we've heard about this game for so long. I know it's gonna be a massive game, and like they have to get it right. They have to. So I don't blame them for taking another extra time, but it's just like, man, when is this game gonna come out, dude? It's like, is it even gonna come out in September? I don't know.
Yeah.
You would think. I thought it was for sure gonna come out this half of the year.
I feel like it won't come out in September even.
Same.
I'm doubtful.
I think there's going to
Yeah.
be one more 2 or 3 week delay.
I like the
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
The 2 weeks I like.
One little right at the end
I
there.
anticipate kind of that every time they show it, the backlash will be so severe that they'll have to delay it another 2 months to fix the problems that people address.
A lot riding on this game.
Yeah.
Some of the highest stakes.
so much riding on this game right now.
Yeah, one of the highest stakes releases of all time. One of the most ambitious games too. So I give it the benefit of the doubt with the delays because there's so much on the line. You don't want to mess this up.
Yeah.
Like if this botches, that is
You
catastrophic.
cannot have that. Can't
It's
have
just,
that.
yeah. It feels like space games. This is just the way it goes.
Yeah.
You're putting your game in space?
Yeah.
You can go to various planets?
Yeah.
I mean, my only question for Starfield has been like, will it be buggy?
Yes.
I think that's a question everyone
But I
asks.
think that's, to me, like, that's a fair question.
It is.
Yeah.
Is this delay, like, Microsoft being like, no, you can't do what you did before.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Like,
wonder.
you can't
That's what I'm
pull a
hoping
Fallout
for.
76 on people.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
So just keep delaying until there are just no
Yeah.
like
catastrophic bugs in there.
not trolling.
Yeah.
Like, honest question, not trying to be a troll, but like, has there ever been a major Bethesda release that wasn't a buggy nightmare?
But there's a first party.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't recall one.
I mean,
I had Far Cry
Morrowind?
3 on PC and it ran really well
Okay.
at the time, but I could have just got lucky. Everyone has their
Far
own.
Cry 3?
That was
Fallout 3.
Oh.
Fallout 3.
No.
Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 was
Fallout-
definitely full of bugs.
Yeah.
On PC even?
Depends on
that's where I
which.
played it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I just
I
got
think
lucky.
Some of
Other
that stuff
games
is
have
not
been-
really platform specific.
Yeah. Because, I mean, New Vegas on console was notoriously
Well,
buggy, and that was Obsidian.
And they had like a year and a half to make that game or something
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and part of the reason with that is
76.
because Obsidian is trying to
Chad
deal
is
with.
saying
Yeah.
the
Bethesda.
consensus in chat is maybe Fallout 4 was the least buggy when it
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
I played on console, and it was like, okay.
Like, not
I don't
perfect,
remember
but least
anything
buggy?
really coming up that mattered too
I feel
much.
like the tolerance has gotten a lot less for stuff like that
Yeah.
nowadays. People are much more critical
I think
about
so,
that kind of
too.
stuff. People seemed much more forgiving back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then, I didn't even know what the hell a frame rate was, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
30 or 60, I could never tell. I didn't know back then. I was just a little kid. Now all that stuff is just dissected. and
like Fallout 3 though, like that's a game where it's like, well, I just can't go in that building anymore because if I open the door, the game crashes.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
I got lucky because I had never had a better PC in my life versus that moment. Like that was the moment in my life when my PC was like the best of possible.
Got it.
So
No,
think I just got lucky.
The worst bug, because it made me have to replay a couple of hours. The worst bug I had in Fallout 3, the right stick, the camera control, it just stopped responding.
Oh no.
So I could only move, I could only like move forward and backwards and like side to side. Like I could never like turn, and it was insane. And it was like I would like even load up like earlier save files.
And it would
still be and like I basically had to go back to a
Keep
save file
going.
that was like
Oh my
3
God.
hours before there to find one where my camera control still worked.
Yeah, I think just with Fallout 76, like I know it was a different team of Bethesda that did that game.
And it's a whole other ball game.
But it's like,
Online stuff, yeah.
you had Todd Howard on stage.
Yeah.
The memes, dude, 16 times the detail. It just works. It did not
didn't.
work. It was bad. I played it. It was not great. It was terrible. I think it was one of the lowest reviews we've ever given for a game, too.
Oh, yeah. That's a fun review. If you haven't watched that review.
check
Game is
that one
in a
out.
totally different place now.
Totally
Yeah.
But yeah.
But with Starfield, like, definitely need to see more of the game. I'm curious to see more of it. When I saw of it, I was like, okay, it looks fine, you know, whatever. It didn't excite me by any means whatsoever. But hopefully, it's been a while since we've seen it. So I hope it's
I think
much
really
better.
the last big thing we saw of a big chunk was that Summer Game Fest.
Yeah. And we just saw a little bit of it. So hopefully once they like get into the nitty gritty, we'll be like, oh, okay, I see now. It's making sense to me.
Brad, you talked about people's tolerance is like way lower for
Yeah.
bugs and stuff. I think that's you're so right, and it's going to be even more extreme because this game is so anticipated, and people are ready with Bethesda's pedigree.
You get that.
People are ready to be like, "Yo, is it buggy?" Like they're going to be holding it to the highest
especially
possible.
post
also, like-
Cyberpunk world and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, the thing to me, kind of to echo what Brad was saying, that seeing it kind of felt kind of like undefinably disappointing, was that as someone who, like, I'm a huge Fallout fan, huge Morrowind and Oblivion fan. Skyrim didn't land for me because it came out, like, at the same time as Dark Souls, and that just kind of changed my life. But, like, this game looked so Bethesda-y that it felt old already to me. And, like, for a game that's been on the radar for so long and is a sci-fi space epic and has all these things, I think, like, your mind invents all these, like, expectations and has these, like, high, lofty dreams for it.
The No Man's Sky effect.
The No Man's Sky effect. And then just to see, like, oh, it's just on the new version of the Bethesda engine. It's like, oh, the talking looks exactly the same as every Bethesda game. Like, oh, doors.
Pickpocketing.
Pickpocketing. Like, you're like, okay, that's sick, but it's like, I expected more.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not like when Fallout 4 came out and The Witcher 3 like came out also, and The Witcher 3 just like lapped that game in my opinion of just how much more of an RPG and how much better it was than that game. So I hope they don't have the same fate where that feels old, like Isla was saying.
Yeah.
Also, Blood, what I've been wanting to hear for a while and I haven't heard it, so it's making me kind of nervous, is, well, maybe that's out there, but I haven't heard it, is like, yo, this game's done. We're just polishing it up.
Oh, sure.
Like, that's what I want to hear from this game.
Yeah.
Like, when I heard that from Final Fantasy 16 and stuff for, like, a long time, it's just like, great. I love to hear that. And with this type of game and the type of history, I hope we hear something like that soon.
Yeah, they should, like, if they're coming out even in September, I feel like a game of this size and ambition should be in the polishing state, maybe.
Yeah. They've got to be.
Maybe less platforms. Maybe that'll help that the focus on, like, they don't have to worry about PlayStation at all. I don't know what the Series S will, if that'll have any effect on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Could be a thing.
Like, I've seen stuff like it probably won't be 60 FPS on Xbox Series X, and I know.
Oh, huh.
I think Todd's been talking about that kind of stuff because they go for more fidelity, I suppose, or I guess. But so,
Or, you know, just more AI systems.
yeah, and all that. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you throw a rock down, it's got to probably remember the rock's there forever.
Yeah.
I don't some 2,000 planets or how many the hell they're in this game, something crazy like that. But yeah, we need to see a lot more of this game, and we'll be getting it soon. So hopefully it'll be great.
Yeah. And with that, I want to do a check-in because the thing about that showcase, the Summer Game Fest Xbox showcase, is they're very like vocal and upfront about these are the games you're gonna play. You're gonna play everything here in the next 12
I'm so
months.
glad we're doing this, Bloodworth. You are a hero.
And it's like, yeah,
Phil.
it's like, yeah, obviously, like, things are going to happen. Like, you're going to need more time. Unexpected situations are going to come up. It just feels really weird to, like...
Make that promise.
To make that promise that this is what you're showing, you know, and then you can't... I mean, a lot of these aren't even, like, Xbox, like, first-party games, you know, like...
Let's hear it, Bloodworth.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for this.
So there's
Unleash.
there's quite a bit here.
Podcast host. This is excellent.
So first on the list was Redfall,
Redfall, baby.
May 2nd.
Okay.
It's making it.
So right now it looks like it's going to make it.
Okay.
There's still a little bit. There's
There's
still got a
time.
little time that
There's
they
time,
might
but-
decide to push it, but they probably won't push it that far if they do at this point.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, I
weeks
love the
delay.
2
End
week
of May
delay.
Yeah.
or June.
Shout
But
out
yeah.
to the 2 week delay.
That's like a little spit shine on the game, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Ugh, don't even talk to me about
Yeah.
this game, Blood.
None of our
Don't even
business.
talk
We
to
were
me.
all like,
Gabby, it's none of
why?
our business.
Why is it there? Why are you saying this? Why are you making that statement and then showing Hollow Knight Silk Song in your presentation? Don't do that.
And then they tweeted, like, we said what we said or whatever, like, doubled down on it. Also, 71% of chat believes that Bethesda games are unacceptably buggy, which I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're dealing with the level of resources at their disposal, you have to hold them to the highest standard technically.
Yeah.
For sure.
High on Life came out. Plague Tale Requiem came out. Forza Motorsport, Forza Motorsport, just whatever, just 8, untitled, unnumbered. It's still 2023.
Nope.
Okay.
There's rumors of like late June, but that would be just after that 12 months
Okay.
if it hits there.
Yeah.
But right now, like officially, it's just 2023.
Okay.
We don't know.
So they have to be out before June to make it on this.
Before like June 12th.
Before you got
Before
June
that
12th.
that next Xbox presentation, yeah.
Love this.
Flight Simulator for Xbox came out in like the summer.
Okay.
Overwatch 2 came out in October.
So they're hitting these. They got a good batting average for now.
Ara History Untold. It's slated for like Q1/Q2. They just had like their second technical alpha, so not really clear when that's coming out. ESO High Isle was like, I think, out like basically around the time that came out, so there was no question on that one. Fallout 76 in the Pit was late summer.
The pit.
We got that Forza Hot Wheels expansion in the summer. Arc 2.
Arc 2 is a
With
myth.
Vin Diesel, dude?
Arc 2 is a
Sometime in
myth.
2023. Still don't know.
No way.
No idea.
There's no way that game's coming.
Pyramid scheme.
Could be early access.
Pyramid scheme.
Vin Diesel. He's in on it. I could see it launching in early access this year.
And being in early access for like
Yeah.
3
Oh,
years.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
That's actually we hear reports years from now that Arc 2 is like a Ponzi scheme that Vin Diesel perpetrated on everybody. Oh my god.
Scorn hit October.
Yep.
Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. Cool looking game.
Yep.
Coming
Nothing.
soon.
Wait, Flintlock's not.
It's not out.
What?
Coming soon.
Is that the one where
We
you're,
saw
like,
it again
jumping
at
through
Gamescom,
universes?
but since then it's basically been quiet.
Whoa.
Got a little preview for that. Minecraft Legends is out next month. Lightyear Frontier. This is a weird one. This could be a sneaky one. Early access, is coming in spring. That
don't
doesn't
count
count.
In my book,
doesn't count.
In my book, I don't count it. And when you say it doesn't count, that's more credible. So I like that.
Gunfire Reborn, which was just like a port, anyways, that came out.
Yeah, dude. God, I want to play that with Damiani so bad, but he doesn't want to. It looks like a really, really top tier co-op roguelite.
Last Case of Benedict Fox is slated for next month, so that should
Nice.
probably hit. As Dusk Falls we played. Naraka Blade Point, of course, have been making the rounds for a while. We got Pentiment and Grounded.
Yes, Pentiment.
Ereban Shadow Legacy. That was like that stealth game or whatever, right? Coming soon.
Coming soon. TM.
No idea.
Yo, where is it, Isla?
Which? Gloomwood?
Wood. Where the
That-
hell?
Well,
That's
it's,
PC.
it's in early access.
I think.
So
Yeah.
Only right now.
Just the coming soon TM.
Soon TM, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's officially out in early access.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 might.
June 6th.
June 6th. It might just hit it.
I mean,
It might just
for,
get there.
For meme status, they gotta come out on 6/6, man.
Yeah, they have to.
They have to.
Yeah. But
Chat was saying 11/11/23
They could slip.
for Starfield, maybe too. For
they
the
could
same
just
reason.
slip.
That'd be funny.
It could, yeah, I guess.
Yo, I hope Diablo 4 is incredible.
Good.
It was good when I played of it.
Yeah.
I also hope
was a while
it
ago,
is
though.
good.
Ravenlock is just 2023. Cocoon is just 2023. Wolong just came out.
Wolong.
Persona hit Game Pass. The Hideo Kojima partnership.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my
yes.
We've seen nothing of this.
Yeah, I've heard rumors it's like a cloud project or something. So, see what that is.
Don't know. And then the last one was Starfield, which missed.
Definitely not.
Definitively missed.
Still haven't heard about Fable.
Right, but that wasn't in there.
It doesn't matter. Announced in like 2019 or some shit. Haven't heard a peep.
Kojima wouldn't make a Silent Hill movie, short film, or show, would he?
Well, they're working on the movie otherwise from him, but he does want to do stuff like
Probably
that.
some
so
other. I wouldn't be
But he'll
surprised.
I don't think
do
it's going to
Death
be Silent
Stranding.
Hill.
He
right?
wouldn't.
No.
he
He'll do
wouldn't
Death
have-
Stranding
No.
shit.
He can't because I
He
think
wouldn't have
Sony
the
owns
rights.
that.
Yeah.
I think.
Got it.
I think Sony's involved in Death Stranding. Probably just something new. Just something brand
Yeah.
new.
Got it.
So
Which is thematically resonant to other projects, perhaps.
Perhaps. Maybe a monster can will show up in that or something.
Vast majority of chat does not believe Silksong is going to hit that window.
right,
None of our business.
yeah, and that's the thing with most of those ones that like
It is our business.
are coming soon.
They
It
said-
is
they
literally
said-
our
No,
job.
I
We don't know yet.
refuse. I refuse to talk about or think about that game until it's in my hands. I'm just. I'm good. I'm good.
So I'd say there's about 10 on there that are kind of probably not, and then
Pretty
for
good average,
sure,
though.
Starfield not.
There were more than I thought, Bloodworth.
Yeah,
There were more than I thought
Well,
that hit.
A lot of them aren't even their own games.
Yeah.
They're just, they're third party.
Yeah.
Their their biggest game didn't make it. Forza's very big also.
yeah.
But I mean, obviously, Grounded, great. And Pentiment, great. Awesome.
And
Redfall.
Redfall, for now. Not confirmed.
and one other one, Minecraft Legends.
Yeah,
That looks cool.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
looks
true,
cool.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just don't do that again. Don't do this will be on a year.
Every dev when they said that is just like
Yeah, just don't do that. Don't set those expectations.
Well, that's actually something I wanted to ask you guys, because like, would we prefer a reality?
Just don't lie to me.
Well, would we prefer a reality where devs and press like whatever like publishers didn't make wild claims and like announce things and make not lies but hopeful mistruths, or would we prefer a reality where everything was just kind of like, well, we hope that this releases and blah blah blah, because we just talked about this for 10 minutes,
yeah.
Which
Give it
would
to
you
me
prefer,
straight.
I guess.
Just give it to me straight.
Yeah, give it to us straight. And it's like the case with, I guess they've been kind of silent because their team is so small, but Silksong, just like an update once in a while.
Right.
You know, like Hellblade 2, they were doing Dev Diaries so long and then they had a huge delay, but then they went silent for like a long time. So if your game is taking like longer than expected because you showed it too early or put a date out there, like if there's no date, you don't owe us anything, you don't need to tell us anything, but if you put a date out there, then just
You're putting expectations out there.
just give
Yeah.
us some updates. It
Right.
doesn't even need to be a lot of updates, just keep us in the loop, update us if you decide to put the date on there.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that, the difference still at least is that, obviously some of the things that they showed like Everwild or Fable or whatever, like were those even
Pitch
in
videos.
like yeah
Yeah,
kind of playable state
Please
whatsoever?
come work for us.
That's
dude.
like Final Fantasy 7 remake style. It's like,
Yeah.
here's this trailer. The director doesn't even know they're working on the game yet. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I prefer like, obviously I don't like it when things are announced like 6 years in advance, but I do love like vague t-shirt based hints.
Yeah.
I love it when someone's wearing a weird t-shirt and you're like, is that Dragon's Dogma 2? Like, what are you doing? What is that?
Yeah. And it is such a case-to-case basis because something like Dragon's Dogma 2 is so different because it's like, yo, we got the confirmation.
Yeah.
It exists. It's coming.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Let it
I'll
cook.
be here in 10 years from now. Like, let me know whenever, no rush.
Although with Dragon's
just
Dogma, Dragon's Dogma, it's like, let it cook until it's 86% ready and then put it out. That's where we want it to be. That's where it's got to be.
Just a dash of jank.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think like you're saying, it's largely because Xbox has just had too many of these.
Yeah.
They've got so many irons that are already in the fire. Like Brad was saying,
Yeah.
stuff from before this press conference that was revealed, still not even any idea.
Yeah.
Is that coming out this year? Is that coming out next year? Is that coming out in
I didn't see a
2025?
Peep of gameplay. Nothing.
Where are those games? What are those games?
Perfect Dark. Where the hell is that game? What
Yeah.
life support it feels like with that game?
Yeah. That's years away. That's like
Oh, yeah,
2025,
yeah.
it feels
It's
like
years
at
away.
least, or
It's years
something,
away.
huh?
Yeah.
But
Or like Beyond Good and Evil, where like the whole department has been like cycled through 4
Dude,
times.
that game.
Yeah. See, that's another great example, too, because in a way, that's kind of like a Dragon's Dogma situation where it's like, oh, they're making Beyond Good and Evil 2. Cool, whenever. But then...
Right.
Then it's been 15 years.
Yeah, but then it's like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I guess it all just depends on like how hyped you personally are for said game and all of the context surrounding its history and what they've said about it and show. Yeah, it's case to case, I guess.
Blood, wrap up this Microsoft thing. Last year was not a great year for them for first party stuff. There's some like nice little hidden things like Pentiment stuff like that, but it's not like the big AAA, big time games. But hopefully this year it will be the year. Hi-Fi Rush came out this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be a great year for them to see these games finally come out.
Yeah.
And please be good.
it feels like Halo's getting some extra buzz with some of the new stuff.
Kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
It feels too little too late for that game already. Like, dead game. I'll say that. I don't throw that out there. That feels like a dead game.
He does not throw that out there.
I
Holy
don't,
shit.
but it's just like,
I don't know.
the
Forge
whole
stuff
turmoil
and
with
all
that studio blood, it's been a
The
gigantic
turmoil.
mess in that whole studio.
No, that's
they're like
true.
not doing single player content anymore.
Yeah.
It feels just like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
it's great. Forge is coming out now. It's awesome. But it's like, that should have been out a while ago.
That Forge update around it could be kind of a big shot in the arm.
Yeah,
Well,
Forge.
they said they've done
Yeah.
it like a million.
Yeah,
Exactly.
people love
Forge
Forge.
things
It's great.
already. Yeah.
And I feel like other stuff too could like piggyback on.
But you're right. It's like it's not even like fully out yet. It's
Yeah,
still
it's like
alpha,
beta,
right?
I think,
Yeah.
or something like that. So it's like, it's getting there. I just don't know if it'll take too long to get where it should have been a while ago.
Hopefully somebody makes the Spencer Mansion a map.
Probably.
Let's do that.
Might be there already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might be there already. There's a lot of crazy stuff in there already.
probably already is.
Yeah. A little one. This guy, little Playdate. They got a press conference, if you can call it that, in about 14 minutes.
Nice, that counts.
This week. So you can actually buy games on it now. So if you're not familiar, the Playdate has this weird system to where, like, when you buy it, you get kind of like you kind of get the games like on a schedule. I forget, what is it? You get like 2 games a week or something like that, Isla?
Yeah, when you get one and activate it, you start on your season and you get 2 games per week for 12 weeks, I believe. Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. So if I bought a Playdate much later than Bloodworth, I wouldn't be able to get all the games he has right away?
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
The season would just roll out for you to get 2 games
Okay.
every week. Yeah.
But you can go into the catalog now,
Yeah.
which we'll get into.
Yeah, so
and
and
add
that's the
whatever
thing.
you want, and you can sideload like hundreds of games from itch.io.
But can you unlock the games that you don't have yet from the catalog?
No,
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't
Do they
think
have Snake?
They
there
have
is a
Snack.
version of Snake. Yeah,
Yes.
by Zach Gage actually, who makes good stuff.
But yeah, so that's the thing. Outside of the season, you would have to sideload things, which basically when you buy them off of itch.io, you buy it off some other marketplace, and then like you would just like, hook your Playdate up to the thing, but then you'd have to update it manually and all that. So with the catalog, these are things that like they're actually, sort of like vetting and deciding to put onto the store, and then you can buy directly from your Playdate, and then it will get automatic updates just like the seasonal games. So that's
Cool.
nice.
Good. Yes.
And then
It has a cute like crank to purchase mechanic, which I think is kind of nice.
yeah, if you're not familiar with this thing, it has a crank on the side, and you do that to play a lot of the games. But one of the more bad news kind of things is that they have to raise the price $20 because just the manufacturing, like it's just costing them more to make. And
Wait, what? Why?
It
Just in general
the
now?
people that are making them.
parts.
So it's just everything in the world is going
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
everyone. Yep, that's sad. I don't like it.
Yeah, but that price change, it's going from $179 to $199, does not take place until April 7th.
200.
Yeah,
How much is a Switch?
300,
And this is
200. But it also comes with those 24 games, or 26 games now.
it's 200,
Yeah,
and a Switch is 300.
yeah,
Okay, just want that to be clear. It seems like a lot.
yeah. No, it's fair. That's fair. Like the screen doesn't even have a light. You have to be in light to see it.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Wow.
But
For what this is, though, and how, like, the build quality and stuff, like...
It looks so nice.
I do believe it's, like, whether or not you think it's worth it,
Yeah.
which, you know, most games on there I play for 2 seconds and then I'm done with them forever. But, like...
Great endorsement.
Great sell.
Yeah, but some
I
of them
played through all the casual burger, I think.
some of them
Clip
I've
that,
played for
please.
hours.
Someone clip that.
Some of them I've played for hours, you know, and it's like... I do believe that that's, like, they're giving it to you for pretty much as cheap as they can. So.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta make a profit. I don't blame
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I feel like I would play it a lot. Like
You can get in there too, even with that price. The old price, you can, even if you just pre-order it, because they kind of like have like a waiting list sort of thing. Like if you do that before the price change, you'll get the old price.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like jack it up on you later.
It seems like it's geared to me. When we started this, I was like, oh, Playdate, I forgot about that. I want to get one of those. It seems like it's geared to me because my handheld gaming habits are short controlled bursts. So something like Snake, something like Jetpack Joyride, just these little things, and it seems tailor-made for that.
For sure. Yeah. There's some things that are in there like you'd almost like just qualify it as a toy. Some of those games, you know, like the surfing one.
Yeah.
Did you see the surfing one where it's like you just basically are just like trying to like do as many flips
Awesome.
as you can?
Like ball and cup. It's like,
Well, yeah, you like go up the wave, flip in the air, do
Yeah.
some spins, and come back down.
I love stuff like that. That sounds fun.
But it's like that's it. It's like you're just
Yeah.
trying to get the highest score doing that.
That's the surfing one?
Yeah, the whitewater one.
I downloaded, or I bought now on the catalog, the snowboarding one.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty chill.
Yeah,
I
the
like-
Grand
I like
Tour, the bicycling one, like the graphics on that look pretty crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get that one, but the graphics on some of these are pretty surprising. Because,
Yeah.
like, that's what's so bonkers is they're modern games, but they're, you know, 3 inches big and black and white.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're kind of surprised by the tech that's in the games.
Yeah, and there are some here that I like. The detail is just too small, and like I just have to hook it up to the PC and play it that way because
Got
it's
it.
like yeah. I think Casual Birder was one of them. It's like I can't see any of this stuff. I'm supposed to be searching out these little tiny clues.
do you think the Game Gear magnifying glass would work?
Maybe. I did play the 2 new ones, Real Steel, which we've got like 10 seconds of these from the
Great
press
movie. Hugh Jackman.
conference. But this
This
one,
is Steel, STEAL, and Real, REE.
yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
basically, Huber, you're pulling off heists,
Yo.
but it's also like a fishing
A
mini game.
fishing heist game?
Yeah, so you have this guy called the Angler, and these people that want to get revenge on these rich people.
This looks very
they hook
fun.
up with him, and you basically ride his fishing hook down through all of like lasers and cameras and all that stuff. And so like it automatically swings back and forth, and you just tap the A button to like change the other direction. And you're trying to pick up all the bags of money that you can on your way down and way back up.
Sounds like a Mario
And
Party
then
mini
get
game.
down to the treasure, and the whole way you're cranking. So it's like you're like slowly, because you're trying, because like there's like a meter
Got
of like
it.
if you're in the zone of a laser, if you're in the zone of a camera too long.
Got
I
it.
haven't gotten through one of them without being detected yet.
Dang.
I've managed to like get all the money bags, but trying to get through undetected. And then they also have timers on them too. So it's like, so you basically have like 3 different
You're,
layers.
like rushing,
of
but you gotta be
things.
slow and steady.
Yeah.
I love that dynamic. It's awesome.
And then I think there's like 3 separate campaigns or whatever. So, and it looks like when you start on the second one, because I played through the whole first campaign. When you start on the second one, then it's like they start introducing, it's like, okay, now you've got like wider lasers, and they start to like put a little bit more mystery behind this angler guy and stuff like that. So it's cute. It's a fun one. The one I like a little bit more is Recommendation Dog.
Yeah. Tell me about this.
And so you are a dog with a Rolodex, and
Cool.
people pop into your office and they're like, I need a gardener who's cheap but fast. And you start off with, I think 18 is the starting thing. And you like flip through the Rolodex again with the crank, like flip. And you're trying to find, like, they have these meters of like their different stats. There's like charisma and quality and speed. And you like flip for the right one in the Rolodex, and you have like an hourglass on the side.
It's like WarioWare.
For like how quickly to find the right person to recommend. And you can get people that are like they give you points based on how well it matches the prompt.
Nice.
So like you might find a guy who's you think is kind of it, and they'll give you like 100 points or whatever. But if you find like a really good match, they'll give you like 1,000. You know? And then after you get through a round, like I think there's like 8 in a row or whatever, then they add more cards to the Rolodex. And then they add more cards, and so it's like you kind of have to start getting familiar with some because they have like little names that they put by all of them.
Nice.
And so and that's nice. But like some of them will be like things that just like they sound like they don't make sense because it's just the way that they mix them together. When the client comes in, it's like, I want somebody who's really slow but high quality, or it's like I want somebody who's not very attractive. Because I'm looking for a wingman going out, like, trying to pick people up.
That's funny.
But there's, like, a lot of different jobs in there. There's, like, escape artists and, like I said, gardeners and, like, handyman and just, nice. One thing after another. And then, Isla, you said you had bought a couple of them. Some of them are, like, the price is pretty wide range. Like, some of them are, like, $5 and some are, like, $15.
Yeah, I bought, I think, 2. I had to get the snowboarding one. I don't know if you can see it really. Hang on. I can't hold the mic and do it at the same time. But, like, you just, you're snowboarding and you turn the crank and you could snowboard. I don't know. And you try to avoid the skiers and you could do tricks and stuff. It's kind of like that old game where if you do too well, the snowman gets you at the end, the ski game.
Oh, okay.
I fell off a cliff.
Ski free or whatever?
Yeah.
Hey,
it's kind of like that.
Feels like it might be similar to Skate or Die or something, too.
Hey, Brad.
Maybe.
Shout out to Snowboard Kids.
Yeah. Where is it? Why can't I buy that?
Yeah, let me go in for the
And then
N64.
I got this other one called Direct Drive, which you turn a record player to keep it at the right speed for the singer. I mean, I can't really do it while talking and doing the thing, but it looks kind of like this. And like if you're going too fast, she'll be flat. If you're going
love
too slow,
games like
she'll
that,
be
Isla.
Sharp.
You have to like match the speed.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah. This one, it comes, it has actual music, singing and everything, and they recommend you wear headphones. It was $15, which is the most expensive one I've seen on here. I think Bloom, which I got when I got the press version of this. I also bought one for myself too, but like that was 10, I think, and that you can get on catalog, which is a cool game about like running a flower shop, and it's in real time, which is cool. But yeah, I don't know. Playdate is cool. It's really niche, but if you're into it, you're into it, and if you're not, that's chill too, I think.
Yeah. No, both of those games were great for the airplane yesterday. So
yeah,
really, really, really fun stuff. And then and I popped into that Snake game because that's the thing is like
love Snake.
It's funny, Heber, because you were talking about it's like, oh, you can't play all the games at once.
Yeah.
Even getting 2 games a week. Like at a certain point, I was overwhelmed, and like there were some that like I hadn't picked it up for a while. I just never got around to them because it's just like I've got 20-something games on this system.
Yeah, because when I got it, I had they unlocked the whole season for me because I was doing press review. Getting 24 games or whatever at once was pretty crazy.
That's overwhelming.
There are definitely games that I just didn't spend as much time in because I didn't have that metered out. Plus, they intend it to be kind of just a cute little treat. It was co-designed, Huber, to put the price more in kind of perspective. It's co-designed by a company called Teenage Engineering, which makes some synth stuff. They make those pocket operators and the OP1, which I maybe have
quality audio, visual,
quality
sound,
stuff. But
form
they also,
factor.
Teenage Engineering recently put out a desk that looks like just like a crappy folding desk, and it's $1,500, and I'm just
wow.
Like, they say it's part of, like, a bigger modular system or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. That's like a flimsy metal desk, dude. I don't know. Yeah, it's just neat, says chat.
Yeah. Fun little thing, for sure. And I'm glad to see that,
it's cool.
They're still going with it. It was time for some update, because it's been a while since the first season.
For sure.
Nice.
Also this week, I've got all kinds of stuff this time. Some of these are weird things that I'm interested in, and some of it is crazy news. But anyways, currently unofficial, I don't know. It may have updated by now, even since we started recording. Suicide Squad reported to be delayed from May until
Who knows?
later this year. Mm-hmm. Maybe September 6th.
I heard I read into it a little bit. They said potentially Q4, like end of Q4.
End of
yeah,
Q4.
like late
Jeez.
Q4, so like deep into Q4.
Jeez.
Smart to get away from Diablo and
Zelda.
and
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
3
Juggernauts.
massive juggernauts. Massive. So smart considering
But by E3 we're going to hear about the rest of the juggernauts that are going to hit.
I know.
Yeah.
The question is, I mean, the biggest question here is what can that time give you other than one, obviously polish, but then two, like you extend your live service runway. I talked to Brad for a
that
second.
could, yeah.
I talked to Brad for a second when we heard about the headline, and I was comparing it to, I was thinking about Division 2. I love the Division 2, and I thought they had such a strong launch for a live service game, like one of the strongest of the genre. But I think the problems with Suicide Squad were people just didn't like the way it looked like it played, you know,
Yeah.
flying around shooting.
Yeah.
So how much can you really change?
Yeah.
We don't know.
I wonder, like, you know, because you were really criticizing like the stacks of numbers that are on
the numbers,
stuff.
the
Like, I wonder
guns,
if there's some room where they're like the numbers don't necessarily go away, but they just like hide some of that stuff and like, okay, this doesn't really matter. People don't need to see all this, you know.
that could be a good start, honestly. Yeah. Streamline that.
Yeah, but who knows? A new Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi game.
Yeah. Surprising.
Early signs of development. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was released in 2007.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I got the whole set on PS2.
Yeah.
Shit's hype as hell. One of my favorites. Because back in the day, anime games, you know, even today, you think of Dragon Ball Kakarot, right? Like how we always talk about it with like a Superman game. How do you get that vibe into the player's hands? And it's like, dude, Tenkaichi, sick cutscenes mid-battle was just awesome. Like, do your Kamehameha and Goku flies up, sick cutscene, bah! So it was awesome. And it was just a cool fighting game.
Didn't they like change to like the behind the camera thing? I wasn't as into that.
Ultimate Tenkaichi,
I know people like
think.
that though, but I wasn't that into
Or
it.
Budokai Tenkaichi verse or something.
I
What
have
is
no
it?
idea. I don't know.
There's Xenoverse.
I played like the
Xenoverse,
first three.
That's much later, right?
Yeah, Xenoverse. Yeah. I think it was Ultimate Tenkaichi, maybe.
Yeah.
Don't correct me if you want. I forget.
Dragon Ball's a big seller.
Yeah.
It seems like you can get a Dragon Ball game once a year probably and get away with it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they can do a couple a year.
they can do a
probably.
couple of years, yeah. No question. Yeah. So cool.
Very cool. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Fighting games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happening.
They never went away, but like, they feel bigger than ever. Is that? I don't know.
Well, you have like 3 major games probably coming. Well, I don't know about Tekken, but
Yeah.
Street Fighter for sure
I think
coming out.
Tekken's probably going to be this year.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Just depends when Mortal Kombat comes out too.
Roll this footage here. Wargroove 2.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a sequel for this.
Yeah, it was just announced this week.
I know this game.
It's coming to Switch and PC. If you're not familiar with the original, it's kind of like a
Advance Wars, kind
beefed
of.
up Advance Wars. Just like, you know, without the limitations.
Yeah.
You know, that you don't have the GBA limitations or the DS limitations, and so like the sprites are just way more animated.
Yeah, it looks
and
great.
More detailed stuff.
This is one of those like, well, if you're not gonna make it, we will.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
The best
100%.
flex there is.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that, Isla. Oh, you're not making this shit? We're doing
Right.
it.
Yeah, there's a shot where like they roll up on dudes with like a bunch of like chocobos or ostrich-looking things. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks really nice.
yeah.
I
and
love
that's-
the treasure chest hammer.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What was the first one on? Just
It
Switch?
was on, I know it was on Switch.
it's on several
for
different
sure.
systems.
And PC.
Switch
oh,
and Steam.
yeah.
For this one.
Yeah, the new one's Switch and Steam. They might roll out on other platforms
Maybe
later.
later.
Cool, very
Yeah.
cool.
Very nice. Feel good.
The sequel's going to have some new systems. It's going to have 3 campaign arcs. It's going to have co-op. It's going to have multiplayer, and it's going to have a roguelike mode.
Oh, cool. Co-op and roguelite?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yes, I love roguelike.
Next one. This one I've been waiting to show Huber. I don't know how much you've gotten to look at it. Rah Rah Boom.
Rah rah boom, none, dude. This is my jam though. 100%.
Hubert,
High school drama
the
beat
thing
'em
that we're
up,
missing by
right?
showing you this on here, this song, it slaps. This is a good song on this trailer. It really sets the vibe. But yeah, so you have ninja cheerleaders from outer space.
All right.
You've got a mix of ranged weapons as well as your melee, and then they've got this this distinct like lane system, so you can see the lines on the ground. So they're saying that like really helps you line up shots, especially from a distance. Helps you like combo in from one lane to the next. And yeah, it's 4-player beat 'em up. There's all kinds of crazy splashy effects and stuff going on.
Ooh, cool world map.
Yeah, and it's going to be at GDC. It's one of the first things I've signed up to check out at GDC, so I'll get to play it.
It looks so fun. This looks really fun. Good visuals, good pace and energy. I like everything you're saying, Blood. The story, the items. Definitely one to watch, Bloodworth.
Yeah, that's going to be one heck of a group stream, and hopefully, yeah, we can schedule a full playthrough on this thing because if it's good,
Yeah.
yeah.
You never know,
Mm-hmm.
but I hope every time with beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
I always have hope.
The NPDs are no longer the NPDs. The NPD group has merged with IRI Worldwide to form Circana. We'll still get our monthly U.S. sales charts, but we will have to call it something else.
Yeah,
I refuse.
Circanas?
Nope.
Like what?
Nope. I'm calling it NPDs forever. You will not change my mind. Maybe one day I'll forget and I will finally just call it this.
Yeah, I'll just do whatever they call it.
That'll probably happen, but
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
going to keep calling them NPDs.
Yeah, I'd probably just say something generic like monthly
Yeah.
sales charts or whatever.
To be fair, I said the same thing about Project Beast, but I don't say that anymore. Nope. So,
Speaking of demos, we got demos this week for Bayonetta Origins, and that's one to be curious about how that game plays.
Yeah.
For sure. And Grim Grimoire once more got a demo too.
Oh yeah.
So
Nice.
If you're not familiar with that game, it came out on PS2 back in like 2007.
Vanillaware, right?
Vanillaware.
Yeah.
I bought it because it
it's a
looked cool and I
real-time
played it
strategy.
for literally 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like strategy.
But it's real-time strategy, but it's real-time strategy side-scrolling with
Yeah.
like different floors and like tower and stuff. It's really interesting. Okay, roll these crazy.
Are there two?
There's two. There's two.
Okay.
They're like quick TV spots. Japanese Switch game whose title translates
hell?
to "No Paper" is played by putting a Joy-Con into a toilet paper roll,
Dude.
to guide an in-game roll through obstacle courses to someone who has run out of paper on the toilet.
Okay.
I want to play this on Easy Updates so much.
Oh.
Laser puzzles!
Yeah, we got to get Damiani to get it because he already has a Japanese account set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's so
Man, that's funny.
it's so ridiculous.
That looks like...
So there are two. hang
Play
on.
the other one because I
Hang
think
on,
you
I
might have
gotta
played
get-
the same one twice.
Yo, I immediately thought of those like shovelware free platinum trophy games, like jumping burritos and stuff that are terrible. That actually looked pretty fun. And it had a really endearing commercial, which I'm super into. They went above and beyond.
Both the
Yeah, so
Japanese,
here
I
it is,
wasn't
Hubert.
sure
So
which-
you've got a toilet paper roll on like a piece of cardboard and you're tilting it back and forth.
That looks fun.
Good commercials!
That looks fun, actually. That's hot. The only way to play it.
It reminds me of, do you remember Let's Tap?
No.
Yeah. So we had this was also I don't think came out in the US. I could be wrong.
This is such a great idea.
I think it was
Yeah.
Yuji Naka. It was it was on the Wii and you controlled it with a cardboard box. It came in the game.
That's Labo blood.
Yeah, you built this little cardboard box, and then you put the Wii remote on
Labo
top of the
prototype.
cardboard box, and then you just tapped the box. You tapped the box this way, or you tapped the box that way, and because the remote would move, it would sense, and that's how you played the game. It was like Donkey Kong with a cardboard
Donkey
box.
Kong. Do you have that blood? Can you bring that in?
Oh yeah, I've got
Dude, we
Donkey
should- I wanna
Konga
play
and a
Donkey
couple of drums.
Jungle Beats?
Yeah.
I want to play that.
Yeah, Jungle Beat would be great. The one thing I worry about is modern TVs
Oh, yeah,
sync
that's true.
issues. But
That's true.
yeah. To celebrate 5 years since release, there's a new Sea of Thieves documentary
Cool.
coming. titled
fun.
Voyage of a Lifetime. That'll be out on March 20th, going behind the scenes on the game's development and story so far.
I love video game documentaries so much.
Yeah.
I love it so much. More of this all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's been talking up Psych Odyssey. I haven't got to watch it yet, but very cool that it's coming.
That's cool.
We've been talking a lot about moves at Square Enix lately. In addition to the restructuring and changes in leadership, they're also moving headquarters from Shinjuku to Shibuya. The move is expected to happen in November 2024 after construction on the new building.
Oh, a new building. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm guessing it's not like just their building. They're probably like building.
I'm sure there'll be other stuff in it probably.
Yeah. It's probably just like one of these side skyscrapers, and it's like they,
Get a couple
they're
floors
getting tenants or whatever. Yeah.
It's just the closest I'm going to get to another The World Ends With You.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Real life.
Real life will end with you. An Austrian court has determined that FIFA Ultimate Team does violate the country's gambling laws.
Get wrecked.
Primarily because you can sell the cards afterwards, Huber. And those, have different values. They've ordered that players be refunded. However, Sony still has time to appeal. So, not quite done yet, but probably done. And it's Sony because it's being sold on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
All that real money stuff for sports games has got to go.
Yeah, it's got to stop.
It's got to go.
It's ridiculous.
All the sports games, the Ultimate Teams, get them out.
Does the show have stuff like that?
Yeah, there's like the Dynasty.
stop.
Yeah.
The 2K games are full of it.
2K, it's insane. I don't know how the real money works with the show, Brad, but I know they have like the packs and everything. But yeah.
Paradox Interactive announced some new stuff, especially City Skylines 2 coming. And it's going to be on Game Pass as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Another game that they announced.
PC or Game Pass console as well?
They just said Game Pass on there, so I think it's on both.
Huh.
Nice.
I wonder how that plays on a controller.
Right. But they did like the VR and all that as well. So I think I don't think it's that big
Wait,
of a
City Skylines in VR?
yeah.
It apparently exists.
They also announced a game called the Lamplighters League, which is a tactical turn-based game set in an alternate 1933 universe. It's getting some passing comparisons to like XCOM meets Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds cool.
Isn't Lamplighter in The Boys?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That was a
A
question.
friend of mine had a D&D thing where we were called the Lamplighters, I think. Gabby and I were just hard to remember. Life.
Sadder news, the Origami devs, Linceworks,
Yeah.
have announced that they have to close the studio. So you'll still be able to buy Origami 1 and 2. You're still going to be able to play co-op, but everything else that they've had in the works, they're
We never
closing it
played
down.
2.
No, I
We
played
gotta
one. I
play.
like one.
Loved 1.
But yeah, sad to hear.
Yep. Then in the latest Microsoft Activision acquisition news,
Oh yeah.
Sony alleges that PlayStation versions of Call of Duty could have more bugs in order to make the Xbox version look better. Quote, Microsoft might release a PlayStation version of Call of Duty where bugs and errors emerge only on the game's final level or after later updates.
What an what?
If it became known that the game's performance on PlayStation was worse than on Xbox, Call of Duty gamers could decide to switch to Xbox for fear of playing their favorite game at a second-class or less competitive venue.
This
Off the rails.
That's off the rails.
This stuff
That's
is-
off the rails.
Like,
Sony, do
they're
you do this?
literally just saying, like, Xbox could hire goons to come to my house
Yeah.
and break my legs if I'm playing a game on Sony. That's not fair. They can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
it's all conjecture. It's
Yeah.
insanity.
That is ridiculous.
This is such a kangaroo case. It's hilarious to me.
There's been weird things. I think of like Persona 4 and stuff that came out recently on Xbox. That's the best version of the game. It's better than the PlayStation version. Like stuff like there are better versions of games, but like I don't know. I mean, I don't blame them. If I was them, I'd be saying whatever the hell I would to just get
Yeah, because they just
whatever
don't
I
want the
could.
deal to
Yeah,
happen.
exactly. I would say
Anything it takes.
It's
to
like
make it
they're
not
saying
happen.
bullshit and Microsoft saying they're both spewing nonsense all the time.
Yeah. And then finally, Call of Duty also teased Shredder
Yeah.
in Call of Duty.
Shredder.
March 21st.
Haven't played in months.
Shredder with the shotgun.
I'll buy it. Haven't played in months. We'll buy it and then still not play it. I'll just buy the skin and then log off. Yeah, they got me,
Probably
though.
have some voice lines too, right?
Dude.
Yeah.
Find her.
Are they going to be from the movie?
Silence her.
It'd probably be from the new movies.
It's got to have to do with the new movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's time for Love and Respect.
Love and respect.
From iMike0. Actually, I'm putting two of these questions together because I think they go together. Longtime fan since the game trailers days. I've always loved reviews from game trailers and Easy Allies because I felt that they found the perfect balance of appreciating the artistry and mechanics of a game while factoring in gamer expectations. Well, with that being said, games are hard at times, and puzzle mechanics can sometimes be incredibly frustrating. When you get stuck during a review, who do you reach out to for assistance? Etc., etc. All right, now, before we get on to that, Joseph Caruso, very similarly. Allies, unless I'm playing a very popular game like God of War Ragnarok, I feel like gaming guides and answers are harder to find than they used to be. As an example, I'm playing through Chained Echoes right now and loving it, but there are a lot of systems and mechanics in the game that are not obvious, such as what the different status elements actually do. I saw a status called Toxic, and I did a quick Google search, and like many times before when searching for answers to a game that isn't super popular, all I get recommended are small Reddit threads without clear answers. When I do get taken to a webpage for a guide, I don't know how else to say it, but it often feels like it's written by AI. What happened? Are there just too many games nowadays for the industry to cover? I get that not every single title out there can have a comprehensive guide, but I figure a game as celebrated as Chained Echoes would have more than this. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm starting to miss game facts. What resources do you use? Yeah.
For like a review or just in
Yeah,
general?
well, they're saying on the one hand, the one comment was, "What do you do?" Because you're reviewing it because there's no guides out yet.
You don't. You figure it out.
Looking.
Yeah.
Keep looking.
Yeah. Keep
If I
searching.
ever got into a code red, I would have like Bloodworth reach out to the devs if it was like
Yeah, we can do that.
code
We can totally do that.
code red. Yo, go through this locked door, and I'm looking for like 5 hours. Then I'd be like, dude, Blood, I need you to like ask him. But
Yeah.
fortunately, that has never
once
happened.
in a while, like one of us might be playing like the same thing that like Mitch is playing.
Yeah.
Like I think Mitch is our
yeah.
go-to for like behind the scenes
Yes,
stuff.
yeah, I talked to him.
But there aren't a whole lot of people that we talk to about
Yeah,
what
no.
we're playing like that.
Yeah.
But the other thing, like I totally agree with what Joseph is saying about guides are getting worse.
Yeah, for sure.
And I really do think like it's something that is very much like the moneymaker
They make so much.
for a lot of the sites. It really floats
Yeah.
a lot of their back end. But I think because of that, like he's saying, there's like all of these places that they'll just gank it and rewrite
Yeah,
it
spit
and
it out.
try to find a way to make it pop up higher in search results. And then you get to like this weird site that is like half the time the question that you have, they just like write out like this long-winded version of your question,
Yeah.
and you just keep scrolling until you
hate
try
that.
to like finally get to what the answer is, and it's just
Yeah.
I think Toxic in Chain of Echoes is just a different type of poison in the thing. I
right.
think you can stack poison in Toxic.
But I feel like toxic is definitely one of those words that's like
Yeah.
usually kind of ill-defined. It's like,
Yes.
but how is it different?
Yeah, I mean, you see it shows like a dot on them and they get hurt from it. So I guess
Yeah.
that's what it is. But, because the guides, a lot of it's like on YouTube now, which
Yeah,
is
that's what I
great
was
for
gonna
a
say.
visual and seeing how it actually
It
is
totally
coming in.
sucks to search for.
For
though.
some things
Yeah.
it does, but some things it's really great.
It's good for like collectibles when you want to know exactly where something is.
Yeah, that's
can
what
be like
most of
that.
the time you want. Most of the time you want to know, but if you want like stats and stuff like that, yeah, it's going to be harder for video.
It sucks when they do the YouTube video equivalent of padding out the argument or the article, you know, when they're just like, "Hey guys, thanks for coming to my channel. I've got some announcements coming up." You know, it's like, dude, I've never even heard of you. Just tell me where that gun is, you know.
Yeah.
If I ever look up a guide, it's from Sweet Johnny Cage.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Yeah. GameFAQs is still there.
Yep.
But I think that just like the community has moved on to like
Yeah,
more,
it's different now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wiki type entries and that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. A lot of that stuff's more on wikis now.
From the Maelstrom. Hi, allies. I just finished watching all 22 hours of the Psychonauts 2 Psych Odyssey documentary.
Nice.
And I can say without a doubt, it is the best documentary I've ever watched. It is a must-watch for anyone interested in game development. They show everything, turning an idea into reality, looking at all the highest highs and the lowest lows, and all the struggles that the company faced, like creative and technical development issues, deadlines, managers versus developers, company culture, crunch culture, who gets creative input, and so much more. If I could sum it up, the whole documentary in one sentence, it would be: making a bland game is easy, making a halfway decent game is extremely difficult. So with all that being said, my question to all of you is, if you could get an in-depth documentary like Psych Odyssey for the development of any game, past, present, or future, which game would it be, and what part of the development would you be most interested in seeing?
I have two. Can I say? Can I do two? The Last Guardian and Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want to know. I want to know all that stuff. We'll probably never hear it, sadly.
I saw you wrote this down too, but MGS5, my God. Like,
yeah, MGS5 was my pick.
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I want to know what happened. What happened? Because that's that's one of those where it's
a
like
good one.
The documentary starts as just, oh, here's the story of this game, or like the downfall of this game, and then it's like, it's about this like mass conspiracy and the downfall of the entire company, and like Hideo getting drummed out and all this other stuff too.
Well, I wonder
It'd be
too.
Fascinating.
Is Konami one of those companies that has those ridiculous like 90-day email policies to where like all your emails just evaporate after 90 days automatically?
Oh, probably.
And so there's like so much of that stuff. It's like, I was working on this. It's gone. It's gone. Oh no. What do you think, Huber? What do you got?
Last of Us Part 2. Part 1 had the Grounded documentary.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible. It came out like later.
Didn't it get included with the later versions of the game or no?
I think so. But
Nice.
yeah, Part 2, I want to see all that.
And they did the God of War one as well.
Yeah.
What else did you have there, Isla?
Raising Kratos.
Oh, I thought it was interesting, so I looked it up. So the 22-hour documentary, the How Long to Beat for Psychonauts 2, the game itself, is 15 hours. 27 with absolute
That's a pretty
completion.
quick run to
That's
Psychonauts
probably
2.
just mainline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the main story. All Styles is 20 and a half,
Got
but
it.
completionist is 27. So the documentary is longer than the average playtime of the game,
Crazy.
which is kind of cool.
Great game.
Big documentary.
Yeah.
Really good game.
Let's play a game.
Ooh.
From G the Finger, it's time to play Two Truths and a Lie.
Oh, God.
Instead of learning that Linda, the boring divorcee in accounting, likes to garden on the weekends, we'll focus on video games. The rules are simple. I'll give you three
We have an accounting department?
I'll give you three statements under a category. You just need to tell me which one is a lie. All right, first one, we'll deal with missions. Are these real mission objectives in a Sonic the Hedgehog game?
Any Sonic game?
Any Sonic game.
This is on this.
Mission
you can't figure
objectives.
this out.
All right. Is it A, kill the President of the United States? B, stop yourself from going back in time by going back in time further and fighting yourself? Or C, rescue Sonic from a prisoner of war internment camp?
I think the
Which
third
one's
one,
fake?
I think the third
Which one
one
is
is
fake?
fake.
The third one.
Yeah, I guess so. Internment camp? Yeah.
No, that's real.
Which game is it from? Does it say?
It does not, unfortunately. But B, it's stopping yourself from going back in time. It's the lie.
You have to kill the president in a Sonic
Oh, it
game?
must be Shadow or something like that.
Sounds like
I
Shadow
blame
of the
Yuji
Hedgehog.
Naka.
And these are all G the Fingers. I don't go through and fact check these, so they could be totally made up.
Don't
as
be
far as
lying
I
to
know,
us.
But don't make them all lies. Names of Destiny 2 consumables.
Okay, Huber.
A, tiny rice cake. B, toothbrush. C, picture of maternal figure.
Toothbrush?
Toothbrush?
Yeah, I'd say toothbrush.
That's real. It's C, picture of a maternal figure.
I knew the rice cake was real.
Yeah, I remember the rice cakes.
Names of skills in Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, God.
Convenient rumor. Quadruple S. or promotion?
Quadruple S.
Yeah, usually everything's triple S usually. I guess quadruple S.
Nope, that one's real too. Convenient rumor is the lie.
Oh, that's so good.
That is a good fake name for a Devil May Cry move. Well
Man,
done.
we're getting got on this.
Well done.
Code names you can earn at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, jeez.
Lobster, inchworm, or manatee?
Lobster.
Inchworm?
I'm going to try Inchworm.
No, those are both real. Manatee is the lie.
Ah.
Big Boss Extreme.
We've gotten every single time wrong every time.
Names of achievements in GoldenEye 64 for Xbox. A. How long is this train? B. So much drama. Or C. Slap bang in the middle.
So much drama.
The train one?
C?
C.
Yeah.
Brad got it.
Finally.
If one of us says each different one,
Yeah.
one of us will always get it.
Terms related to Tetris.
All right, now we're getting broad.
Bork, 7-bag, or G?
G?
Bork.
Bork is the lie.
Oh!
I have no idea what a 7-bag or a G
Say
is.
before, though.
Bork.
Man,
I
Tetris
say
community.
Bork.
Very relevant. Names of treasures in Resident Evil 4.
Ooh.
A. Elegant chessboard. B. Antique pipe. Or C. Fabergé egg.
B.
Pipe.
I think there's a pipe in the game, isn't there? Those all sound real to me. I guess I'll just say C.
C. It's the lie.
Yes.
What? There's a fancy egg in
That's
there.
right.
It's a fancy egg, but it's probably not called a Fabergé egg.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
So
that's
right.
a brand name right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that
like,
is a brand name, you're right.
Cadbury egg.
yes, it is, isn't it? Listen.
It's not a brand name? What is it then?
Apparently, it's a guy.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
Okay. Oh, but it's a famous, like it's a real name though.
A Fabergé egg is a jeweled egg created by the jewelry firm House of Fabergé. It's a brand.
That's a brand?
That's a brand.
That's a
Yeah.
brand.
As many as 69 were created, of which 57 survive today. Huh. Peter Carl Fabergé. It's like Xerox. It became
Kleenex.
synonymous, but it's
Band-Aid.
still a brand. Yeah.
Okay. Mechanics in Guilty Gear Strive.
Okay.
Dust, riff, or guts?
Dust. Dust?
Riff is the lie.
Ah,
Which riff, like,
And
of
Riff
slaughtered.
felt
course
like
that
it
would be
fit.
it.
Yeah.
Of course that would be real.
I feel like Prey Slaughtered should come in front of the screen.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
are getting devastated.
All right, Huber, I don't know. I think you know this game. I could be wrong. Enemy types in Killer 7.
Okay. I didn't even get the Resident Evil 4 question, so yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
see.
feel bad.
Yeah.
Bellybuster Smile, Galactic Tomahawk Smile, or Protector ZZ Smile?
It's been too long.
I never played it.
Let's try Belt. No.
I'll just say option A.
I'll say option B, and then Isla will say C,
I'll say C.
and we will laugh.
It is Bellybuster Smile is the lie.
Cool name.
Gotcha.
Billy Buster Smile.
Okay, last one. Things you actually do in the failed 2010 Splatterhouse reboot.
I love Splatterhouse.
Yeah, you
I was
played
just
this.
talking about this because you can unlock the original games in this version.
Oh, nice.
So I need to see if I still have my 360 save. I might.
Okay. Which of these things do you actually do, or which ones do you not do?
only
actually?
beat it
Which one's
once.
the lie?
When it came out on GameFly.
Do you call the devil a slur to his face? Do you collect topless pictures of your girlfriend? Or do you rip out the rectum of a demon?
I don't remember.
B?
Or suppose
I never played it.
Let's say A.
I'll say C then.
It is A.
'Kay,
Calling the
good.
devil a slur to his face is the one of those things that you don't do.
So you collect. All right.
Yeah. You collect
Remember the
topless pictures of your
Playboys in
girlfriend.
Mafia 2? There was a
I
weird
don't
era
remember
there.
that.
Yeah, it was,
I never played that game.
it was a time. Xbox 360.
There were some pervy eras for sure in video.
Yeah, it was
games.
definitely in that period for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, give me this game.
I remember the Conan game. I had to play at game trailers, just rescuing naked women.
Weren't
That was
you
just a
also
thing.
naked in that game?
That was the MMO survival one.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
different.
Rust.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot of
Conan,
Conan
yeah,
games.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I do remember that. There was that controversy too. All right, it's time for bets. WWE 2K23 is out next week. I'm going to keep this simple,
So many video games.
but not easy. How many hairstyles will be available in the character creator? Brad.
Wait.
Nintendo 64.
Don had a question actually because I told him about this bet, so we can put him in
Okay.
if you want. But he asked, unlocked or total like available in game?
I assume total.
I'm
I
going to
also
say,
assumed total.
yeah, I'm going to say if you can see it,
Okay.
even if
okay,
it's
okay.
locked, then
Alright.
yeah, it counts.
Okay, cool.
If we have access to it. Huber.
1984. But just 84.
Oh, 84.
84. I probably should have said
I was like, that's a
Nintendo
lot.
84. There was no Nintendo 84. What was the big expansion
The
thing?
DD drive?
Yeah.
Oh, the 64 DD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those, bud?
No, you had to subscribe to an online service in Japan to get that.
Crazy.
Yeah, but that's why the artist creator and the F-Zero expansion pack and a few other things were only on those discs.
That is so cool.
Isla.
Nintendo 96.
Nice.
Nintendo 96.
Don has one.
Did he write it down before we started
He did.
saying numbers?
Yes, I told him about it like 20 minutes ago when he came in.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
I scribbled out a vote from a couple of weeks ago that was on the other side of the card.
Okay.
So if you see
What
that,
is it, Don?
That was me. For total, yeah. Yes. What is that? 106? 106. Bloodworth.
106. And then I'm pricing Huber out a little bit. 87.
Ooh, so
Right
Brad
there.
got the low.
Brad did get the low. Yeah.
And we have the highs.
Nice. Last week's bets, that Castlevania DLC came out for Dead Cells. That is reviewing extremely well. That, talking about too many games,
Yeah.
crap. Now I want to play this thing. I don't know when I'm going to get
Yeah.
to it. But yeah, I checked through the top 10 English reviews on OpenCritic, looking to see how many times I would find the word inspired. Brad bet 10 times. Huber bet 14 times. Damiani bet 5 times. Isla bet 22 times. Don bet 5 times. And I bet 8 times. IGN, 0. Metro Game Central, 0. Polygon, 2. GameSpot, 0. Destructoid, 0. God is a Geek, once. Twinfinite, once. We got this covered, 0. CG Magazine, 1. And then Worth Playing, 3.
Whoa.
Total to 8.
Yeah.
I'm the winner on that.
God.
Woo!
Bullseyed it.
Jeez.
Bringing the scores to Garrulous Ducks, 7. Quack, 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 quack. And
Don
Sleepy
was quacking
Grizzlies.
too.
Sleepy Grizzlies, 2. Let me tell you about patreon.com/easyallies. Everything that we do is because of the support of the people who watch us and listen to us. There are several ways that you can give, but the most effective way and the way that you get the most rewards is via patreon.com/easyallies. And this week, those tiers changed. I cut out half of them. We went from 15 down to 8. That $5 tier and the $10 tier have bundled up most of our rewards.
Top
so
10 bundles.
there's a lot of stuff there. And we changed the names of the other ones that we kept. It's all fun. Go check it out. We've got a post that's pinned up there where you can learn all of those details. And then at $5, though, in particular, you get early access to this podcast. You get ad-free. You get bonus Love and Respect questions. You can submit to Love and Respect. And you get access to that Discord where you'll be able to vote on top 10s that once a month we're going to bring those top 10s onto this podcast. And like the former NPDs, now Circana things, we're going to run down that list of those top 10s that the community has voted for and see what we think, get our reactions, see what needs to be shouted down or when they've done right. So that will be fun. And we've got one from last month that I want to get on here, but I want to wait for Damiani because it's such a good one for Damiani for sure. And if you go up to those higher tiers, there are all these different levels of producer tiers now. If you become a platinum producer, you get a shout out on this podcast as well as Frame Trap and Reaction Shots. And this month's shout outs go to Jabawabs, El Thanis, Greg, The Dark Knight Kettering, Raymond Wheeler III, and Zio VGM. Shout out. I won that bet, so I get to promote any Easy Allies video I'd like to promote. I get the final word on anything I've disagreed with, want to reiterate, or just popped in my head, and I get to sign off with my trademark sign off. Video, I'm just gonna go with that announcement video again, that Patreon announcement video. Isla and I sat down on the desk, went through all that stuff. Be sure to check that out. Also, I didn't say it earlier, but if you're in one of those tiers that does not exist, you need to change your tier because right now it's all weird checkbox based. So if you're not in a tier, you don't get any rewards.
Check that box.
They changed that like 6 years ago. So you have to have a rewards thing checked. And then if you want to give higher, if you think that like, you're in a $7 tier and that works for you, you can manually edit. Still give $7 a month, but you've now checked the box for your $5 rewards. And that'll be my final word. Thank you so much, and we will see you before the next Blood Moon Rises.
You have to kill the president in a Sonic game?
Oh, it must be Shadow or something like that.